What's up, Grim Crew? YouTube viewers, if you would like to skip ahead to the gameplay, a timestamp will be provided for you down in the description box below. And as for the rest of you who may be watching live as it happens, welcome back to my gaming dungeon. I am your dungeon master for the evening. I am the Grim Gamer. How the hell are you on this Tuesday night? We are back with the Metal Gear Solid series playthrough, the Big Boss Solid Snake Saga. Continuing on with the Big Boss portion of this saga, we have the next game in our chronological timeline, which you see here on the screen, is Portable Ops. Hold on. Hold on. Right there it is. Portable Ops on the PSP. Now, right from the beginning, when I thought about doing this series playthrough, I wanted to include this one in. Now, I'm going to go over some information, as I typically like to do before starting a game here on the stream for the first time. But there's debate on whether it was canon or not, and I guess I'll go over all that a little bit more here in a minute or two. But from what I had seen, what I had read, it looks like some things maybe, but not everything. And I thought to myself, well, if there's even a sliver of it that is canon to the overall story, then I want to include it. So I have over here a copy and the PSP. We are going to be streaming this from the PSP itself. I have one of the 3000 models here, and that's what we're going to be using to play this. Now, I've only done 2 different streams using this handheld. They were one-offs, but they seem to go off without a hitch, so I shouldn't have any problems. But I've never done a full playthrough on it at all, let alone on stream. But fingers crossed we don't have any issues. If we do, I have a backup that I can use, but it would throw a wrench in the plans for a minute. But either way, that's what we're doing today. We're starting this tonight with part 1. Again, as I like to do before I get into any game for the first time, I got some information to cover. So I want to bring that up and share that with you guys. So this game was released December 5th of 2006, at least here in the States. It was developed by Kojima Productions. At that time, they were a branch of Konami Digital Entertainment, actually Kojima Productions and Konami, neither one needs no introduction. I mean, most of the Metal Gear games with Kojima Productions, with the exception of like the last 2 releases or something like that. And then later on, Kojima Productions with Death Stranding 1 and 2. And Konami is just a name that's been known forever. This was also published by Konami. Says here that the game was directed by Masahiro Yamamoto and written by... oh boy... Gakuto? Mikumoto. Mikumo. I don't know. Anyways, Kojima had nothing to do with the writing of this or directing. He was simply a producer on it. So this, I think, is partially why it's not technically considered canon amongst a couple other things. But again, he was a producer on it. So anyways, this is set in 1970, which 6 years after the events of MGS3 or Delta in my case, since though it's the version I played. Now here's where some of the canon stuff comes in. So Portable Ops is generally considered semi-canon or broad strokes canon within the Metal Gear universe. So while not directed by Kojima, its core events, which says here the Wow, I cannot pronounce Japanese stuff. The San Hieronimo? The San Hieronimo takeover and the founding of Foxhound being a core event. Those are referenced in Portable Ops, MGS4, and Peace Walker, though some specific plot details conflict with later entries. So, it says it's canon status. It is often treated as canon, though it is omitted from the original Legacy collection, which was on the PS3. And there were some contradictions. So, for instance, one thing here says aspects like Frank Yeager or Gray Fox's backstory in Portable Ops are often ignored or overwritten in later canon entries. But Konami's Master Collection materials and some other official timelines have come out, have included Portable Ops, making it part of the series and validating its position within the story and the timeline. So, this says here, it is best viewed as a bridging title that tells the, at times, inconsistent but largely acknowledged story of how Big Boss transitioned from his role in Sneak Eater to becoming a leader in his own right. So, with that, that's why I wanted to include it. It's like, so if there's remotely anything that ties into the story overall that is canon, and even some other things, if you kind of just take them with a grain of salt, you know, or whatever, but it's still, most of it fits, well, then I want to include it. So that's why that happened. So I guess, with that being said, without further ado, it's time to jump into this for the very first time. So, multiple chords here. All right. Hopefully the audio is all right. So, and whoops. Forgot. It's this is just like MGS1. It's circle, not X. Captions on. Stalking, hold button to stalk. Okay, I guess that's good to know. All right, everything else I guess is fine. We'll just leave it as is, or we'll just jump in. Input your name. You may not use lowercase. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Good enough for me. Yep. Uh-huh. Already saving. Gotta save. Uh-huh. You know what? No shame. We're just gonna do that because I want to try to enjoy myself. All right, here we go. Load times for the PSP, you know.
Right on time. Excellent. It's been exactly 12 hours since we administered the drug. I trust your dreams were pleasant, Big Boss.
What are you talking about?
Oh, please drop the act. I know all about you, boss. Or would you prefer I called you Naked Snake?
Sounds like you've got the right guy. Who are you?
Seems to be.
My name is Lieutenant Cunningham. Until 4 weeks ago, I was with the CIA.
Cunningham? Fox Unit's interrogation specialist?
Ah, so you have heard of me. I'm honored, Snake.
And those guys who attacked me, they were Fox too?
Yeah, although we'll leave it at that for now.
What do you want from me? I'm retired from Fox. I'm guessing this isn't a social call, or you wouldn't have brought the goons.
Retired? Yeah, I suppose you are to the outside world. Don't worry. I'm not here to give you a new mission. I just want to ask you one simple question. 6 years ago, as a member of Fox, you prevented a full-scale nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
You were hailed as a true patriot, given the title of Big Boss by the President.
Yeah, we saw that.
And then you turned right around and quit the unit. Threw aside your rank, your good name. Mysterious, don't you think? What did you see out there on your mission? What did you see in Grozny Grad?
None of your business. Shagohod.
Where is the legacy?
You mean the Philosopher's Legacy?
Yes, the secret cache of funds amassed by the Big Three during the Second World War. Where is it?
If you're looking for the legacy, try the CIA. They're the ones who took it after the mission 6 years ago.
Simply apply the right type of pain to the right degree at just the right location. It's always been my policy for persuasion, and I found it to be quite effective.
Damn.
The CIA only recovered half of the legacy from the Soviets after Operation Snake Eater. And you know where the other half went.
The CIA only got half?
And
You
he's
can
only
drop
finding
the
out about that
act.
6
You
years
defeated
later?
the boss and returned alive, so you must know where the other half of the legacy is. And now, you're gonna tell me, Snake?
Don't have a clue.
That's too bad. Because I'd hate to have to continue persuading you like this, comrade. No matter. We have plenty of time. Sooner or later, I'm sure it'll all come back to you.
Wait. This isn't an official mission, is it? What happened to Major Zero? Tell me the truth, Cunningham.
This is an official Fox mission. For now.
Okay. So, interesting way that they did the cutscenes in this, which I knew that going in, and I knew that, I believe Peace Walker is the same. Oh, it's X to crouch. Oh, I don't like that. That's my first person. That seems to be doing nothing. Oh, that keeps my camera from... yeah, no. That being crouch, I don't like that at all. Can we change that? Oh, that's look, that's move. That's fine. Yeah, no. Can we... Yeah, switch that. And we'll just do that for that, I guess. That's fine. Oh. Snake, so that's your name, huh? Do I have to hit the... I might have to hit the button. Okay. It's got a nice ring to it. And who are you? Okay, so these are also not voiced. That sucks. But given the size of the little discs for these UMDs, I guess you're going to have to save space somewhere. So again, it's a handheld title, and I need to remember that as I'm holding the handheld. So anyway, who are you? Just a prisoner, like you. An American? How did an American like you end up in a prison in a place like this? It's a long story. But never mind that. Don't you want to get out of here? You know a way? Take a good look under the bed. See that duct? The cover comes right off. You go through there Oh, you can go through it to the next room. How'd you know? Because I'm the one that took the cover off. How, when you're in the other cell, or is your cell just like that? But as luck would have it, they moved me to another cell right before, or right after that. So, okay. So I never got a chance to use it. If you make it out, will you do a fellow prisoner a favor? A favor? Don't worry, you'll get something out of it, too. Deal. I'll give it a shot. Try to do my best Snake impersonation there. Okay, so that's open. Okay, so that's still my action. Alright. Alright, well, we'll just head on through then. Does it matter which way I go? There's a... Oh, that just says north. Well, that's doing nothing. So I'm gonna guess that that means nothing. So we'll try this way. Interesting way to start too. Just, oh, you're in a prison cell. Oh, I'm Cunningham from Fox, and you know, where's the legacy? Like, no clue what prison I'm in or anything of that nature. Oh, it's my gear. Okay. Aromatic polymid? This is the Fox unit's new sneaking suit. What's this doing here? Sorry, I forgot to try to do my Snake impersonation. Huh?
Well, I'll be damned. It is Snake. Or should I say, Big Boss. Are you the real deal?
You know me?
Are you kidding? You're a legend in the Black Ops world.
Black Ops.
What's a hero like you doing in a place like this?
Beats me. I'd like to find out myself. Where are we anyway? Near the equator from the looks of it. If I had to guess, I'd say South America.
You got it, Big Boss. The San Geronimo Peninsula, to be exact. Known to the locals as La Peninsula de los Muertos, the Peninsula of the Dead. It's off the coast of central Colombia, more or less directly south of Cuba.
Never heard of it.
You wouldn't have. It doesn't show up on any conventional maps. It's under Red Army control.
Okay.
Red Army? In Colombia?
In 1964, the Russians provided military aid to FARC, Colombia's biggest rebel faction. And in return, FARC gave them this land.
1964, the year of the Virtuous Mission.
2 years prior, the Russians failed in their attempt to build an intermediate-range ballistic missile base in Cuba. Had they succeeded in deploying nuclear-equipped IRBMs inside Cuba, every major American city would have been within range.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
Exactly. In the end, the Russians gave up on the idea of deploying missiles in Cuba. But rumor had it that they were looking for a new site, one where they could build a base in secret.
And that place was the San Geronimo Peninsula.
Yeah, well, not exactly. Apparently, the plans for this missile base were abandoned before it was built.
Abandoned?
Due to détente. Both the US and the Soviet Union are having trouble financing their enormous military budgets, and they can't afford to keep waging the Cold War like they did in the 60s. Last year, they began conducting the strategic arms limitation talks, with the goal of limiting each country's number of ballistic missiles.
Meaning no more need to build a new missile base.
Right. But as you can see, they'd already completed part of the facility. We were sent in to investigate what was going on. Before we could do that, they ambushed us.
They?
The Fox unit. My team was wiped out in the blink of an eye. I fear I'm the only survivor.
What's the Fox unit doing in a Soviet base?
Not a clue. I'd have expected you to know more about it than me.
I'm not with Fox anymore.
I see. Anyway, that's all I've got.
All right. Hold on. I'll get you out of there.
It's no use. I've tried over and over.
Yeah, just pull the
Need a
handle,
special
Snake.
key to unlock the cell door. Right now, you've got to get out of here. Head 5 clicks southeast of the detention center, and you should reach a communications base. I need you to call in a rescue, if you can.
Rescue?
You should be able to make contact with the States using the satellite uplink, but the circuit will most likely be monitored. If only you could use some kind of encrypted transmission.
Someone capable of receiving an encrypted protocol that they can't listen in on.
Any ideas?
I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off, but there's one thing I could try.
Great. I'm counting on you, Big Boss.
Call me Snake.
It's been an honor, Snake. The name's Campbell. Roy Campbell. Good luck.
So that's Campbell. Okay. All right. Interesting. So, all right. The Cuban Missile Crisis happened. And we know that because they wanted Sokolov back. Like Volgin and those guys wanted Sokolov back. So once that happened, then they were going to build this other base in secret in Colombia. That didn't happen, but part of it was built, hence where we're at now. Interesting. Campbell, so that reminds me, you've been out of action for a while, haven't you, Snake? Not necessarily, but this is going to control completely different. Light refresher just to help you get reacquainted with your weapons and basic actions. I'll help you out. First, equip a weapon. Press the equipped button. This will bring up a list of carried weapons. Press the respective direction to select it, which I changed. It was circle. It is X now. Oh, I gotta hold it. I see. And up. I see. Okay. Got it. Button to ready the weapon. Square to fire. Now it's your turn. Okay. First person attack. To ready the weapon. Analog stick to aim. Use elbow to be more accurate. Fix on the targets. Try it out. So this. Okay, that does make it go a little slower. Okay. That about does it for weapons. Before I forget, do you know about the radar in the upper right corner of the screen? Yeah, the Soliton radar system? Sorry, no, that's actually before Mei Ling, so no, that ain't that one. That's your surround indicator. Keeps you informed of sounds in the surrounding area. The outer ring displays the sounds you hear around you. The inner ring displays the sounds you make yourself. Interesting. Okay. Be essentially careful when you see red on the radar. That means the enemy is near. If you make a sound, that'll be over for you. Forget it. It won't open. Okay then. Hold it. You can't just dash blindly into plain view. You gotta check to make sure it's safe first. Should be a guard outside to the left. You need to make your exit when the guard isn't looking your way, right? Use the wall press and then peek. It's the wall to the left. It's triangle. Press against the wall. to make your way slowly towards the exit. Oh, okay, I can peek around. Okay, I was expecting him to turn around again. You're pretty good. Head for the communications base. To open any doors you encounter. As long as they're not locked, that is. You can view the route to the community on the map screen. And start button marked with an X. I seem to remember there being an electric gate along the way. So if you're careful, I think you can sneak past it. You know how to crawl, right? Counting on you, Snake. Or should I say, legendary soldier. Night-night. Say, can I pick the guy up? I don't think I can. I don't think that's a thing in this one. Okay, so... Alright, looks like I gotta go... What, maybe south and around? Oh. See, there is a gate there. See if there's anything else that I can grab or pick up or something. Nope, locked. Camera I'm not a huge fan of, I can tell you that. Oh, and I didn't go south anyways. I ran down the other... Okay. Alright, well then can I just... Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Cancel that. Alright, well let me just try this door then. Nope, locked. Of course it is. No? No one? No? No one? Yeah, this is... Oh, no. No, I don't want to do that. Buttons are different. No, that's locked too? What? Okay. I knew you said something about that gate, which I did see. He's still night-night. So... Oh, binoculars. Okay. All right. Nothing. Nada. Nothing. Nada. Oh, I am going to do horrible in this one, I feel like. This just feels awkward. Alright, well. Oh, that's a... Okay, that's a roll I didn't know I had. Alright. No, night night. Night night. Camera just feels awkward. I'm already missing like a second joystick to like move the camera around to kind of be able to see things. Okay, well there's something over here that I will take. That rations? Yeah, I'll take those. Communications thing. It's marked on the X. So... Good night. Okay, I see those are okay. Well, I feel like I'm at least heading in the right direction, at least. I can already tell this is the other thing that's gonna suck about playing this game this way. Is the fact this little nub. Oh, come on, stand up, Snake. This little nub for the PSP is gonna start hurting my hand after a little while. Like, it just... I can already feel... I can already feel the, like, the palm of my hand cramping up a little bit, and we just got started. Alright, we needed to head up that way anyway. Ooh, is that a camera? That might be a camera. I can't quite tell. Oh, okay, we can go around this way. Hello?
Huh? What was that?
Come on out.
Who's that?
Yeah, good night. I was aimed a little higher than I should have been. Okay, that could have been better, but that could have been worse. Oh, not gonna see anything with that. Now, is this, or is this not, a camera? Well, I can't zoom in. Oh, no, I can. No, that looks like that's just a light. Okay, so zoom in is triangle, zoom out square. Got it. Okay. Again, all that feels a little strange. Feel I'm gonna need to use this first person a little bit more than I'm gonna be accustomed to. Oh, I'm thinking that those are like lasers or something. No, that's trying to tell me this is where I gotta go. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice to know. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to mess with that, but I can get a little bit closer. That's a dish antenna for satellite communications. This must be the communications base. The communicator I'm looking for is in that building. Yeah, didn't have it there with that one. Wait, do I not have my... I don't have my weapon equipped. Why do I not have that equipped? Okay, so now we need to get in there, and boy, that map does not seem to help me at all. Looks like we need to... Up and around... Maybe?
Huh? What was that? Who's that? The enemy's here!
Ah, hell. Well, that also wasn't great. I should have had that guy long before that. Okay. No, wrong one. I'm gonna end up needing some more ammo for this thing, I think. Oh, here we go, right here. Hello? Oh, it's my codec. Oh no, he's using the communicator. Okay. Does anyone read me? This is Snake. If anybody can hear this, please respond. Paramedic! What's up, paramedic? Snake! Is it you? This is the real naked Snake? That voice. Paramedic? It's me. It's been a while, huh, Snake? It's good to hear your voice again. Same here. Be even better if I weren't in this godforsaken place. So you're still using this circuit? Major Zero kept it just in case. He said if you were safe, you might try to use it to contact us. To be honest, I never really expected you to call, but I'm glad you did. Yeah, me too. But why are you on the line? Where's the Major? So Major Zero was placed under arrest by the military last month. The military? The Pentagon arrested the Major? Why? He's being held under suspicion of treason. I don't know the details, but a month ago, the CIA unit stole a top-secret weapon guarded by the military and fled the country. They're charging the Major with instigating the revolt. You've been charged too, Snake. Go figure. Me? The military believes you spearheaded the rebellion. You've got to be kidding me. I'm retired from Fox. Like I've said 4 times already since the start of this game. I know, Snake. Calm down and listen to me. The CIA unit, the one that stole the prototype weapon and executed the revolt, its name was Fox. Meaning the Fox unit is your next target. What the hell? I'm retired, paramedic. What are they after? I don't know. Any members of Fox who didn't join the revolution were killed. Yikes. The unit is in shambles. I don't believe this. I know how you feel. You know why the military suspects you, don't you, Snake? Whoever started this mess managed to gather Fox members specializing in solo missions and killed all those who opposed. The only soldier who could have pulled that off is you. Done in by my overblown reputation. Are you the only one there? For now, at least. But Sigint's helping us over the ARPA. Oh, Sigint might be back. Okay. The Pentagon's Advanced Research Projects Agency. Right, his frequency is 148.41. I like how he's still in mid-stride. Yo, Snake, long time no see. I gotta find a box. Too bad none of this is voiced. You know? It's like none of this is in a cutscene or anything like that. So I find it interesting that the pencil drawing type cutscenes, the storyboard cutscenes, I guess I could say, are voiced, but none of this is. Again, you start putting so much voice acting and everything else into the game, and that's just going to blow your files all up. You know, the amount of space you're going to need, and UMDs are only so big, so... You know, I get it, but still kind of sucks. I hear you got yourself into a bad mess out there. Sigint, looks like I need your help again. Oh, man, that's cool. We've been through a lot together. Maybe you should come inside the box. With your skills, it shouldn't be too hard to find your way out of there. It's not gonna, but that's not gonna be enough. Gotta catch whoever started this revolt. If you can't take him alive, dead will be just fine, or dead will do just fine. Huh? We need evidence that proves you're innocent. Otherwise, we're gonna end up court-martialed for helping you. I see what you're saying, but I can't do it. We're not just talking about rogue Fox members here. They've got the Russian soldiers based in this peninsula on their side. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Or what we heard too. Looks like they took over the chain of command for a Red Army unit that was secretly stationed inside Columbia territory. Took over the chain of command. So that's it. I thought this seemed a little strange for an official military operation. They got the soldiers that were already stationed here to join them. Hearts and minds. The bread and butter of special forces. Anyway, because of that, neither the U.S. nor the Soviet Union can get involved publicly. If the world found out the Russians built a nuclear base in Colombia, or that America had one of their most advanced weapons stolen, it'd be hell to pay. Oh, yeah. So we got to keep this all hush-hush from literally everyone. The rogue unit is using those secrets as leverage to demand negotiations for independence with the U.S. and the Soviet Union. They're planning to create a new military nation? So in other words, they've got the force strength... Excuse me. Yeah, they've got the force strength necessary to back up these crazy demands. Excuse me. And I can't expect any backup from home. And you want me, on my own, to go in and capture the ringleader of this rebellion? Well, there's no reason you have to do it alone. If the rebels manage to get the local militia on their side, who's to say you can't do the same thing? You're saying I should convince the Russians and the rebels to join my side? It's not that complicated, man. Just think of it as procuring your allies on site. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Procurement on site? You're kidding, right? This isn't the same as catching fish and snakes, you know. You gotta try, Snake. Otherwise, everybody's gonna be gunning for you. The rebels and the Pentagon. You're gonna bring us and Major Zero down with you. Just hear it. Oh, I do have some good news, too. As luck would have it, we just sent a scout unit to the peninsula to gather intelligence. It's an SFG unit. The Green Berets? Here? We lost contact with them a little while ago, but there might still be some survivors. If you rescue them, they'll help you out. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Oh, okay. Oh, we went straight back to Campbell. All right. You okay, Roy? Snake, what are you doing back here? Found a key. I found a key? When did that happen? Found a key. Thought you might be interested in it. Did you call for help? Nobody's coming. What? Seems they think I'm the one who's leading Fox. The one who wiped out your unit. Hey, we'll just call you Charlie. Charlie, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. This game's amazing, you say. I'm going to take your word for it because I've never played it before. I'm just getting into it for the very first time. So, I mean, there's certain things already that I don't care about or don't like about it. The problem is I know it is a handheld game, so some of that I have to just accept that, and it's not going to be, you know, like this. I wish this was all fully voiced. I hate having to read my games all the time. But, you know, it's fine. I wish you had played it when it was on the PSP. I'm playing it on the PSP. The online mode was so good. I'll also take your word on that, too. I don't really play online modes. Not, just personally not my thing. But, yeah, I am playing it on the PSP itself. It's all hooked up to my entire thing set up here. So we're playing it from the original hardware. I didn't know any other way to play it. So, and I don't do emulators and stuff like that. Nothing against them. I don't care for them. So we got the original hardware to do it. And I see the follow now as well. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And I hope this might be something that you may be interested in. I'm going through what I consider the entire Metal Gear Solid story. The Big Boss and Solid Snake saga. Some of the games I'm excluding, like Acid and Rising, stuff like that. But I'm doing them in chronological order. So last week I played the Delta version, the re-release or remake or whatever you want to call it, of MGS3. This one was the next one in the timeline, so yeah, here we are. But I plan on going through 10 of these games to get the whole story, which is what it's all about for me. So, okay, yeah, here we go. Wiped out yep. That's insane. I know, right? And the fact that this is Campbell, that's interesting. I already find that interesting. Unless I clear my name... Oh, excuse me. Trying to do it in my snake voice. And unless I clear my name, they're not letting me back into the country. And we can forget about someone coming to rescue us. Clear your name, but how? Track down the real roots of Fox's rebellion. Roy. What? I need your help to pull this off. Me? Yeah, I need your skills as a Green Beret. Whoa, Snake, don't get any crazy ideas. What's so crazy about... Look at me. My leg's broken. I can barely walk. I've had this nasty fever for days. All right. Why don't you drive instead of walk? What do you mean? On a base this big, there's bound to be a personal transport vehicle. Or two lying around. Well, yeah, but... And you don't need your legs to fire a gun, right? He's like, nah. So are you with me? Roy. Alright, I'm with you. Great. I owe you one. Jeez, who would have thought the legendary Big Boss would be this pushy? I'm leaving my spare radio with you. If anything happens, call me. We'll use frequency 140.85. Press the select button to open the radio screen. Use the left and right directional buttons to adjust the frequency, and press the circle button to make a call. Press the down directional button to bring up the list of saved frequencies. So I'll give you a ring if I start getting lonely. Nice callback to the first one. So, going into this series playthrough here, the only Metal Gear that I played is MGS1 on the PS1. As far as what I've actually played myself, that's the only one. I'm not a stranger to the Metal Gear franchise. My brother's been playing them for years as we grew up. So I've seen gameplay and, stuff from 3, 1, 2, 4. I've never seen anything from this one. I'm going into this one completely blind. I know absolutely nothing. When I do Peace Walker, that'll be the same way. And then when I do Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, those are the same way. So there are some of these that I know nothing about. I've never seen anything. This is one of them. So, it's a great game. The Metal Gear universe is one of my favorites. Until Hideo Kojima left Konami. I have watched hours of videos about the timeline. It's a very complex but very interesting timeline. At least the parts of it that I am familiar with. And that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Watching videos and gameplay from somebody else is alright. Like, watching my brother play him, over the years was cool and everything. But I find when I'm playing something myself, and I'm sure that a lot of people like this, when you play it yourself, you pay attention more. You pick up on the smaller, finer details and put stuff together that much more and that much better. So hence why I wanted to do this and why I wanted to go through this series and why I wanted to do it in chronological order, because I'm just better with chronological timelines. I want to see things in the timeline of which they happen instead of doing it in release order like everybody was telling me I should do it in. No, I would rather do, chronological. So, for instance, at the very beginning of this, Cunningham says something about Grozny Grad, and Snake here has mentioned the Virtuous Mission. Well, since I literally just done Delta, I know what they're talking about. It's fresh in my mind. So, you know, that just, to me, makes sense. It's a gem, in my opinion. I like the concept. You'll see. Okay. All right. So, mission. Stage select. First things first, we need intel. Did you get some kind of briefing before the mission? First recon target we were given during the pre-mission briefing at Fort Bragg was here, a Soviet frontline patrol base. This will be our first target for information collection. I can take you there. I've got a good idea of where it's located. Well, more like I don't know where any of the other facilities are exactly. Hey, you know what? Campbell, fair enough. It'll do. So what's the plan? This place is packed with soldiers, the perfect target for our first recon. Get as much intel as you can. Should be able to extract useful information by listening in on soldiers. Oh, great. I say, oh, great, because I just want to take them out as fast as I can because I don't want the hassle. But, you know, here we are. All right, go with your plan. Looks like we'll make a great team, Snake. Okay, let's get moving. Oh. Okay. That's where we just were, right? Comm base, that's where I was just at. Supply depot. So Soviet patrol base is where we need to go, yes? For the help screen. Oh. Yeah, see, I already don't care for this. And unfortunately, I do know that MGS5 and Peace Walker, from what I understand, it's selecting the missions like this, and I don't like that, personally. When I think of Metal Gear, I think of the first one, and, well, now of Delta. It's one mission. It's straightforward, and so I don't care for having to select my missions. It might not be as bad as I think it is, but just, you know, first impression, don't care for that already, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, I guess that. This place is packed with soldiers, the perfect target for our first recon. As much intel as you can, you should be able to extract useful from it by listening on the soldier. Yeah, you just said that. Start mission? Sure, I guess. Uh-huh. Hello? Oh, wait. Didn't you just drive me here? Aren't you in the damn truck? You gotta call me? I'm just right outside the truck, dude. Okay, now get out there and suss out the situation. What the enemy is saying. Just get close to an enemy and listen carefully. I know you can do it. If you're approaching an enemy, hold triangle down as you move. Muffle your footsteps during your approach. Got it. Something wrong, Campbell? No, it's just got dizzy for a second. You sure you're all right? How's the fever? I'm fine. There are more important things to worry about. Take care of yourself. We can't afford to have you out of action now. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Like more of an open world, linear gameplay. It really all depends. It depends on the game, to be quite honest with you. I don't mind open world games. I used to enjoy them more when I had more time for them. That's part of the problem. When I was younger, open world games like the Oblivions, the Skyrims, the Fallouts, the stuff like that, just massive open world stuff. I used to love that, kind of being able to do what I wanted, when I wanted, go where I wanted, that sort of thing. I like having that freedom. The problem with that is I don't I don't have the time for that these days. Work takes up most of my time. Like tomorrow, I once I get done with this tonight, I got to get to bed and I'll get like 3 hours of sleep, and then I got to do 12 hours at work tomorrow, and then come back home and try to do more of this. It's going to be like a 20-hour day for me tomorrow. So I just don't have the time for open world stuff. So linear stuff, and I'm more of I worry more about the story, the mechanics, the gameplay, all of that stuff is secondary to me. So even if if most people think, well, it's not that good because the gameplay is not that great. Okay, but what is the story? If the story's good, if the characters are good, if I can get invested in the characters, their motivations, who they are as people, and the overall story, I can overlook some subpar gameplay. And very rarely can it go the other way around for me. The gameplay might be great. Might be one of the greatest games fundamentally that I've ever played. But if your story sucks and your characters have the personality of a rock, then I don't care. I can't get with it, you know? So it comes down to a good story and good characters, and I do prefer linear these days just because it kind of keeps things moving along, and it doesn't drag a story out. For the time that I have and how I just like having a story play out, it just works for me better. But if I do have some time at some point, a good open world game isn't terrible. So again, it kind of just all depends. And part of this with this series already is, again, the only ones I've ever played is MGS1, and then I just played Delta. Those seem a lot more linear, straightforward, point A to point B. There may be some backtracking, but it's point A to point B, and, it tells a story. With what little I've seen of MGS5, with, the mission lists and it being a lot more open world, that doesn't say Metal Gear to me. But that's not what I'm familiar with. So it just comes down to what experience I have currently, which isn't a lot. So again, by the time I get through this entire series, my thoughts and opinions on that as far as this story goes may change. Not quite there yet. We'll see. Let me do this because... Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have paramedic. I thought I had paramedic. Damn. I should have paid attention to what hers and Sigint's things, frequencies were. Damn. Okay. Well. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. See any enemies that are slacking off or just standing there talking? Them are bound to have loose lips. Anything on their minds, keep an eye out for them. Uh-huh. It's not what I was trying to do, but... Okay, well, at least I have full ammo, I guess. Let me see a map. So there's the truck. Where I need to get to is there, but for what? Well, no, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Thank you for that. No response. Cool. But then again, that's when he was talking to her on the radio and not, like, on this thing. So there is that. A weapon that can be... okay. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to read that. Give me a break. Been watching too many movies. I'm guessing he said something, looked like something about a weapon that can obliterate maybe anything at any time. Again, I didn't get a chance to read that. That went a little too quick. No, this isn't a joke. I heard that American officer, the one our boss brought in, say something about it. You mean that tight-ass peg leg? You should have seen that bastard's face when the topic of the weapon came up. Ooh, what is that? There must have been something in that document that arrived from HQ the other day. Probably just has a bad case of the runs. I know I do. What? This isn't a joke. Look, I know what you're saying. Aiming that thing at our motherland. That just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, it's suicidal. But it's just a threat, right? A bluff? He's an expert at this sort of manipulation. So I hope you're right. Do you ever wonder what kind of weapon we're really storing? Sometimes. But this is not a run-of-the-mill nuclear missile we're protecting, that's for sure. Well, whatever that is, I kind of want it. Night-night. How do I get up there? I can't. Oh, wait. Hold on. Here we go. But I can't, like, jump over there, right? Well, damn. How do I get to it? So, what is it? No, damn. Aha! Oh. Menu full. Magazines. My menu's full because I can only have these 4 things? Well, that sucks. So, managing my inventory is going to be even more... is going to be quite the thing, then. That sucks. Huh. Night-night. Okay, I gotta get in there. Wherever it is that I can get in there. Need to find a door of some sort. Or do I have to roll in there too? So, hold on, let me get turned around, damn it. So, Charlie, what kind of other games are you into? And, do you typically play on PC, console? Smoke grenades, which I also can't carry because my menu's full. That sucks. I hate that. That's irritating. to anything really. Time is what holds me. Time is the major problem. Escape from target. I've never even heard of that one. Not familiar with that one at all. Play on PC. Okay. Night, night. Hello? Is anyone in there? Well, I can't see, so... Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Night, night. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Yep. Not used to these controls yet. Medical kits. I will take more of those. Absolutely. And give me this. Alright. Looks like you obtained some enemy documents. Good work. Okay, hoof it back to the truck. Look them over after you get back. Okay, what's the catch? Or we just automatically... Okay, so that's it. Figured we had to get back to the truck and I was expecting an ambush or something of some sort. Like, lead me into a false sense of security. Let's see, it's a horrible game and it's not friendly to new players because of how difficult it is to learn. Straight fall aiming by using the D-pad. Nice to know. Thank you very much for that. When you tell me it's a horrible game, well, you said this one was a gem, so you talking about Escape from Tarkov? That's a horrible game? Oh, I didn't read that. Damn it. I was reading that and not this. Find anything interesting. You're not going to believe this. Try me. Seems the rebels are actually planning to activate that new weapon they stole. The documents outline details of a launch plan. The date and time aren't mentioned, but it looks like we don't have much time. No way. They're in the middle of negotiations with Washington and Moscow. Even assuming this launch plan is real, we've got the... Okay, it's got to be a bluff to strengthen their hand. Maybe. But they've exterminated us Green Berets, their own comrades, without mercy or remorse. I don't think they're too particular about means to their end. I hope it turns out I'm worrying too much. But if they're serious about this, it could ignite a global crisis. Snake, until we have a clearer picture of what's going on here, I think we should assume the worst. Better to overreact now and laugh about it later than ignore this and live to regret it. I can't argue with you on that. So right now, we're the only ones on this peninsula in the positions to stop these guys. It's our duty to act before the launch deadline. Yeah, you're right. Even so, the fact is, there's only two of us, and we can't do this alone. Got any ideas? Snake, when you were listening in on the enemy, did you get the feeling that maybe not everyone's satisfied with their commander? Yeah, some of them were griping about it. Tarkov is hard to learn, but it's so hard. It's the reason I play it so much. Okay, yeah, I understand some people are into certain games for the challenge, challenging yourself and that sort of thing. I can understand that. That makes sense. My brother, for quite a while, was doing speed running, for the same reason. He liked the challenge. He liked to push himself. So I can get it. Me, on the other hand, I hate it. Like, Dark Souls, I tried one of them one time for, a half hour. I said, the hell with this and this entire series. I want nothing to do with any of this. So, I'm the opposite. It's all about just the story and characters for me. I've had some people tell me, well, then why don't you just watch movies? Like, well, I watch a lot of movies too. I like my movies, but I do like to get, involved and, brought in and be able to, explore things now and again and that sort of thing. The fact that it's interactive, I like that, So, it's kind of funny. A couple days ago, I did a stream on Twisted Metal Head on this thing. And the final boss, which was like Tower Tooth or something like that, just irritated my soul. Took me like an hour to beat him one time. And I'm like, see? Something like this would make me not want to return to this game. It's ridiculous. That's just me. So, yeah, some of them were griping about it. Tell me, how hard do you think it would be to recruit some of those soldiers over to our side? Recruit them? Exactly. We could use any grievances they have against their leader to try and persuade them to join us. Sowing discord among the enemy has been a basic element of psychological warfare since the time of Confucius, right? Play our cards right, we might be able to find out what's really going on. So what do you think, Snake? Sigint was saying the same thing. Yeah, might be worth a try. Knew I could count on you. Now, first thing we gotta do is choose a suitable candidate. So what exactly does that entail? Getting reports that soldiers unhappy with the rebellion can also be found in other areas. That means you'll have to drag them back to the truck so we can all have a friendly chat about them joining our little resistance. Go out and give it a try. Oh, and one more thing. We've learned the name of the enemy's supreme commander. Who is it? Gene? Okay. Let's get this mission started. Someplace where there'll be enemies easy to convert. So where to, big boss? Oh, we got to do this again. Well, there was a couple that were right here that were whining and complaining. So maybe we just head right back there. Grudge against Gene. Pay attention to what they say. Found a promising candidate, capture him. Got it? Okay. Yeah, there was a couple that were, that might have nothing to do with this now, but like there was a couple that were just complaining. Let's review. Scout the soldiers with grudges against Gene. That's what the enemy say. Then once you've found someone right for the picking, grab them, bring them back to the truck. It's time to get them is when they're alone. You got the enemy alone? Knock the sucker out. Oh, we can do that. Several ways to knock out an enemy. You can shoot them in the head with your MK-22. Put them in a nice chokehold. Execute your force. Unequip your weapon so that you're barehanded. Push the equip button once quickly. Sneak up behind the enemy and push and hold the attack button to get him into a full Nelson. Got his arms pinned. Repeatedly tap the attack button to choke the sucker. Sooner or later, he'll lose consciousness. So pick up... you can also pick the enemy up and carry him around when you're barehanded. But that's why I couldn't pick him up earlier. I had the gun in my hand. Okay. Then just drag the combat back to the truck. Got him. Okay. Oh, that's neat. Okay.
Huh? What was that?
That's nothing, bud. Don't you even worry about it.
Just my imagination.
Oh, damn. Ah, damn.
Who's that?
Wow, that went well. Ah, here we go. Now again, I didn't hear him complaining, but I'm at least gonna give it a try anyways. It's the first guy I grab, see what happens. There you go, bud. Capture complete. I don't know. One of the two guys that were complaining was complaining in the last mission we're standing right there. I don't know if that matters, but you know.
You heal up pretty quick. Quick thinker, too. They trained you well. You're a good soldier.
Who are you?
Call me Snake.
Snake? Is that a code name? You must be with the Americans. Are you with the Fox unit too?
I'm not with the Americans or with Fox. I'm just a soldier.
Just a soldier? Then why?
We're here to stop Fox unit from going renegade. A member of Fox named Gene betrayed the US government and stole a top-secret weapon. He plans to use that weapon and the warheads in this base as bargaining chips to negotiate with your country. But blackmail is more like it. We're here to put a stop to it. Our mission is to free the soldiers of the San Geronimo Peninsula from Gene's control and capture the traitors in the Fox unit. I can understand if you're afraid of Fox, but we need others to help us free the Soviet soldiers on this peninsula. Will you join us?
You're here to save us?
Sure.
And you want me to help you defeat Gene?
What's so funny? You think he's been brainwashed?
Brainwashed? Is that what you think is happening here? A fine joke. But I'm afraid you two have it all wrong.
Wrong.
We didn't rebel because of Gene. Our country betrayed us first. We have stood guard over this god-forsaken base, unable to reach our friends and loved ones because of the secrecy of our mission. The climate was brutal. The meals were meager. We watched as our comrades succumbed to disease or died fighting the Colombian government. And still, we went on carrying out our mission, believing our efforts were all for the good of the motherland. And how did the motherland reward us? By stabbing us in the back.
You're talking about the Kremlin's policy shift. If the existence of this base came to light, the political fallout with the United States could fatally undermine Moscow's position in the strategic arms limitation talks that Brezhnev is promoting. That's why
We have no use for political rationales. What matters to us is that Mother Russia wiped this base from existence. And instead of allowing us to return home, the army erased all traces of communication and cut off our supplies. They sought to isolate the peninsula and make it look like this was all the work of a few out-of-control soldiers. We were abandoned by our own country.
That's why you decided to follow Gene?
Gene told us he would build us a nation. A nation not of soldiers, but for them. We do not follow Gene out of fear. He will deliver us justice. The only thing we fear is losing that justice. That's why we follow him, not you. You'll never be able to stop him.
Justice, huh? The meaning of justice can change from one day to the next. A professional soldier never brings justice into the mission. The only ones who need a reason to fight are the ones who fight for a living. That's what my mentor told me. Politics are fickle. They change with the times. So long as we remain loyal to our countries, soldiers like us need nothing to believe in. She died out of loyalty. Not to justice, not to her country. To herself, for the mission.
Your mentor. The one who taught you the art of battle. Who was she?
They called her the boss. I killed her.
The boss? The legendary soldier?
That's the one.
And Snake. You must be Big Boss. You're the hero who killed Colonel Volgin at Groznygrad.
Prove your loyalty as a soldier. That's what the boss told me. I still don't know what she meant.
Prove your loyalty. Not to justice, not to your country, but to yourself. Does Jean truly plan to threaten the motherland?
Yes. Snake procured documents from a patrol station that confirm as much. If launched from this base, the weapon Jean stole could deliver a devastating blow to every major city in Russia. I know it's hard to believe.
No. I believe you. Not as a member of the Red Army, but as a soldier.
I appreciate it.
I will follow you. Snake, give me my mission.
Interesting. Okay. I like this about this game. Fun fact, this was the first game in the series that introduces capturing enemies to turn them on your side. Yeah, and this one of the things that I was kind of dreading, because I feel like it just overly complicates things when it should just be a more straightforward thing. But again, that's just my thoughts going in. So, we'll see. Okay, Snake, what's the plan? Hey, Campbell, you sure you're all right? I'm fine. I'll get over it. Now about our plan. Oh, goodness. If we're going to keep collecting intel, we'll need to pick up some more new recruits. Of course, I'd recommend putting together a unit of 4 soldiers, but if you want to continue on with a smaller unit, it's your call. So we need 2 more. For now, let's use the buddy system and pair you up with the one we just caught. You can organize your unit using manage over the briefing menu. To bring up the briefing menu and select manage. Put you and your new friend down as Team Alpha. Recruit is registered as a rookie, so move that guy over to your team, Team Alpha. Don't forget you've got Bravo, Charlie, and Delta teams you can fill too. Recruit more comrades and fill those ranks. You have plenty of missions that only you can lead, so make sure you move to that team before deployment. See, why is any of that necessary? Detail instruction, push the select button, the help screens. Okay, well, I guess we'll start here. And going alone. Team and manage your unit. Press to bring up. Oh, I thought you meant like when I was back in the game. I didn't feel like I was in the game right now. Oh, okay. I see. So, oh, okay. So we got sneaking unit, we've got spy unit, we've got technical unit, medical unit. Good lord. Rookies, prisoners, and all. Oh, good grief. Before I go, use SP Claw Grip. If you aren't sure, have fun. Well, I appreciate it, Charlie. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for chatting with me for a little while. I'll have to look up that claw grip, see if I can find me one. If that's, you know, if that's a thing. Or, you know, a thing that I can find, rather. But I hope to see you again. I do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. So, I start at 11:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. I'm not sure exactly what your time zone is, or you know, where you're at and that sort of thing, to be what time it would be for you. But Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11:30. Oh, okay. Well, see, that shows you how little I know about it, because I thought it was something that we'd... See, like on the Vita, I've got a grip that clips on, and it's got handles, you know? So it makes it to where it just feels better in your hand. That's what I thought you meant. I might not actually do a picture, but what you could do... there is a link that is pinned in the chat there. That's for the Grim Beardson Discord. It's a joint Discord between my brother and myself, because my brother does some streams as well. If you go there, you can post stuff in there if you'd like. And that's also a good place to see what I plan on streaming next and when, to kind of stay updated and up to speed on all that. So you can post it there if you'd like. You don't have to. It's just a suggestion. That's one way that you can do it. I'll have to look it up either way, though. But yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you're interested, and if you have the time to make it back, I hope to see you again here in the coming days. Jonathan. Rescuer drags enemy soldiers faster, place in sneaking unit. Okay. What the hell is all of this? Oh, that's his equipment slots. Oh. Change equipment, use... Okay. No. What is happening? Select... Oh, there we go. There. I guess that's how that's working. I don't know. Okay, Charlie, appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll check that out once I'm done here. I got maybe about another 2 hours or so I'll be able to go tonight. All right, have a good one. Appreciate it. Again, hope to see you again later. All right, that's it for that, I think. Report, what is that? That, I don't know. Status, what is this? Service prisoners. Items. Okay. You know what I can do then? Theoretically. Remove that. And then can I then give that to him? Oh, I can just go from here to do that. So... Okay, so that opens up a slot for me then. I don't know. We'll just go with that for now. I don't know. I'm gonna save here. Mission. Big Boss. Campbell's sick. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but his symptoms look like a form of tropical malaria I've seen before. What? The first bout has subsided. He's lying down here beside me now. Are you positive it's malaria? I know he took preventative drugs. I'm not a medic, so I can't say for sure, but judging by these symptoms, hey, don't try and get up. Snake, it's me. I'm in bad shape. Malaria. Who'd have thought? Well, that seems awfully quick. We went from busting you out to, hey, we captured this guy, he's on our side now. Hey, I'm sick as a dog. Like, well, that was quick. All right, take it easy, Campbell. What do we do now, boss? Preventive drugs don't work. This could just be the beginning. If he's got some tropical disease other than malaria, there's no telling whether we might start showing the same symptoms. Good point. I got an idea. Keep an eye on him. Give me a minute to consult with my family doctor about treatment. Family doctor? Paramedic! Alright. Let's head for the communications base. Right, the communications base. Got it. It'll be such a pain in the ass, Snake. Save your strength. On the way, we'll keep our eyes out for new recruits. Okay, so communications base. Detailed information on malaria and its treatment methods. We need to use a satellite communication facility so that this doctor, paramedic, can tell us what to do, right? Sneak into the base, make your way to the communications equipment. Take care not to be seen. Have subsided for now. No telling when I'll have another outbreak. Time is of the essence. I'm counting on you. Sure. Paramedic! We need some assistance. Hello? Good. You made it inside the communications base. Probably beat up security. You've got to stay out of enemy sight until you reach the communicator. I don't know how many more of these outbreaks I can take. We got to find a cure, and soon. I know you can do it. Yeah, thanks. What? What do you want? Hey! Jonathan! I wonder, is he related to the other Johnnies? Let's go over how to switch team members. Be sneaking in alone anymore. Be sneaking in together. It's going to be alone. Oh, point of the sneaking mission. Right, I know. All at once wouldn't be very bright. Move one at a time and switch off as we go along. Do when it's not their turn. I'll have them hide nearby. After all, there's plenty of cardboard boxes in the truck. A box. All right. I'm used to hiding in cardboard boxes. Switch off with another team member. Press start button. Bring up the map screen. Select member change. Then you'll be prompted to select a hiding point. Locations on the map where you can hide. Choose one as a place to hide. Finally, choose a team member to switch with. Then you're done. Okay, we'll do that. From what I've seen, there are a lot of soldiers around here dressed like me. I should be less suspicious than you. Used to be a rescuer, so I'm pretty good at dragging people around. I'm perfect for gathering new recruits, so make good use of me. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Okay, it's my turn now. Called on by Big Boss himself. This is going to make a great story when I get back. Watch yourself out there. If a unit member is dressed like the enemy, you can slip through the enemy's guard as long as they don't act strange. Sometimes you'll see a blue chameleon icon appear at the top of the top left screen. The enemy believes you are an ally, so they won't sound any alarms. Unfortunately, a legendary soldier such as yourself doesn't qualify for this special type of infiltration technique. So, yeah, alright, show me what you can do. Keep listening from here and let you know where the enemies are as far as I can tell. Red circles on the map screen, locations of the enemy soldiers. Show us where the enemies around us are. Put it to good use. There you go, wish me luck. And I gotta get to where? Oh, back around to the communications thing. Well, that doesn't make sense, right? Because shouldn't I be Snake for that? You know what? Then again, I could potentially map out a route as this guy.
What the? Huh? What was that? Who's that? Oh!
What the hell?
This is HQ.
I thought that I was blending in.
The
No?
enemy is attacking from an unknown position.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
What the hell was that all about? Well, so much for blending in or whatever. So that doesn't even make sense. All right, we'll wait for that to go down. See,
HQ,
This is HQ.
this is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to your position.
oh, when I sneak like that, the chameleon's gone? What? What, that's suspicious? Okay. I don't really understand that at all. That makes no sense. But I can run around and be just fine, apparently. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Say, can I, like, talk to these people? Like, see if they would want to be recruited, or no? Yeah, because I was sneaking, I thought, like, walking would be better than, you know, sprinting and running, but apparently that's not the case. So, okay. Okay, there's no going through there. So... trying to see if there's anything I can pick up around here, something that might be useful. Well, here's the truck. So, if that's Snake there, which it is, I'm pretty sure. Can... through here, since I already killed that guy. Huh, yeah. I'm not gonna read any of that.
Huh? What the? Huh? What the? Huh? What the?
Wait, where'd my chameleon thing go again? Like, I'm so confused. So I can only be, what, on the outer perimeter with this guy? Okay, so there's only certain places I can be, right? No? Okay, I don't know. That's not making any sense to me. It's making absolutely no sense. Okay, everybody here. Okay, so we can just do it this way anyway. Okay. We're all set, Big Boss. Everybody's here. So this family doctor of yours, is she that good? You could say that. She saved my life more than once. Came all the way back to the communications facility? Must really want to talk to me, huh? Yeah, actually, I do. One of my men has come down with malaria. Malaria? You get some preventative drugs. Depending on the drug, it can be used to treat malaria even after symptoms appear. Been using the drugs, but they don't seem to be working too well. You think it might be some other kind of disease? Wait. So these were malaria symptoms. Yeah, no question about it. I got it. What? Do you know how people get malaria? Yeah, the virus is transmitted by mosquitoes, right? It's not a virus, it's a parasite. A parasite? I mean, there's an actual bug inside his body? Exactly, and tropical malaria, the malaria parasites gestate within female mosquitoes and are to human hosts. Ordinarily, the drugs would prevent the symptoms from appearing. There are different populations of malaria parasites. In certain areas, the populations are drug resistant. Do you know what that means? Yeah, the drugs don't work. Bingo! So the only way to treat it is to find a different drug that's effective against the particular population of malaria parasite. Different kind of drug. The local medical facility. They should have a supply. But you'd better hurry. You might already be infected with parasites. It's a matter of time before you start to develop symptoms. Got it. Okay, so that was that. I don't know. That whole chameleon thing is a little confusing to me. Like, it seemed like sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. When I was trying to, you know, again, just trying to walk, which I felt like made more sense, well, that wasn't okay. But then I walked to a certain area and somebody was looking for me, and that wasn't okay. So, I don't understand. It's not making a whole lot of sense. I need to talk to you. What's up? Paramedics was saying that we need some medicine to treat malaria. Yeah. Hospital nearby, I'm sure we'd have a supply in stock. Know where you can find one. Hospital in the sector my former squad patrols. Exactly where it's located. Must be my lucky day, lead the way. One other thing, go on. It's a small hospital with minimal facilities in the mountains, but just the other day, so I'm bringing in a huge shipment of drugs and medical supplies. What for? I don't know, but what I do know is that the shipment was way too big for a hospital of that size. Sounds suspicious. In any case, Snake, we better hurry to the hospital. We've got to have some malaria drugs there. And I'm guessing prime location to recruit some new comrades with medical careers. Might as well recruit some new allies for the battles ahead, right? Since you're operating as a team, you can all work together to get new recruits. For instance, when you knock an enemy out, you don't have to drag them all the way back to the truck yourself. Over to one of your teammates hiding in a cardboard box. Let them do the rest of the work. Give it a try. Going to that hospital, finding and that sounds way more complicated than I feel like it needs to be. There was a hospital in my sector, former... Where it's located. There are drugs there. Sure. Hello? Campbell here. Says the drugs are in that hospital. Just not sure where. Those drugs and avoid detection. Know that I'm not the only one at risk for malaria. Any of the comrades could be infected. So you act fast. It won't be long before we're goners. Good luck. Well, first off... we're going to switch you right away. Just because. Alright, truck is there. I have a chameleon right now. Okay, so the door is over there. So even if I'm aiming, that's not good. Okay.
Huh? What the? Huh? What the?
What? What?
Who's that? Oh! Ah!
Like, are you kidding?
Oh! What happened? Oh! 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 HQ!
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
What?
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Like, again, what? What happened? I don't understand.
The enemy's here! Take them!
I don't know. I just... like, I walked by the guy and he was fine. And then it's just, huh, what? And then all of a sudden it was a problem. That's not making any sense to me whatsoever. I'm just not understanding that.
This is Patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Like, I thought I could use this to my advantage, but I really feel like at this point, like, I would just be better off, just using Snake and try to trank everybody. Other than that, that's not making, like, that seems to be not helping. I don't know. See, now I'm back to
This
Chameleon
is HQ.
This is patrol.
for some reason.
Acknowledged.
I don't get that. Again, I go in here, and that's still also fine. Like so. He's about to wake up if he's only got 1 star, right? So. If I can get him back to the truck in time. I don't know if this is somebody that wants to be with us or not. I have no idea, but I'm supposed to be capturing people, so I'll just take the ones that I can get, I guess. Alright, so that's that so far. Alright, try to see where some stuff is. Well, looks like there's a couple different buildings here. Medical kits. Well, nothing else under here. Get up. What? Ah, did you find those drugs yet? What? Oh, I see. They weren't in there. Alright then, try the other rooms. Other rooms, right? Take your time, search them, and... Okay, yeah. Well, I'm working on it, Campbell. Chill out, man. We're working on it. Well, can go in none of those places. And back outside. Nothing. Ah. Here's something. Maybe. This Campbell, still no luck finding those drugs? I just don't get it. He told us that a huge ship was brought in, but there's not a trace of them to be found. Something's wrong here. Nope. Okay. I didn't even get to check the other... Alright. That's fine.
It's a list of outgoing materials. Heading for a lab. Huh.
Oh, so that's what I found. Alright.
Where are the escapees? Why haven't they been caught? If they get away, I promise you'll regret it. Enough of this! Call Python. Get him back here. He'll lead the search team and make sure this lab stays secure.
What's happening to me?
I don't understand what just happened to you. I didn't get anything specific out of that, like, handwritten cutscene. You know? Okay. There was no malaria drug. Not even a single dose. Okay, because I found the documents instead of being able to check the whole rest of everything for other things. A log left in the director's office. They hauled everything, the last bit of it, a stockpile of drug supplies away, shipped to a research lab north of the hospital. But we're in luck. Not only do we know from the log that they took the drugs to a lab, we found its exact location by following the helicopter's flight path. Quite a coincidence, huh? You'll see when you get there, but the lab is built on a terrain that makes it hard to spot from outside. Chances are slim you'd find it unless you had some kind of clue. Head for the lab, infiltrate and search for the drugs again. So I put you through this, put this on you, but I'll need them if I'm going to keep command. All right, but first off, Seagull. So he's a prisoner then. Hold on. Oh, square. And I can't. For some reason. Yeah, I see that he's a prisoner, but can I not... So if they're prisoners, I can't do anything with them? Will they always just be prisoners then? And some of this, it doesn't feel like, I don't feel like it's explaining it all that well. Enemy combatants and cannot be transferred to other units. Okay. So they must be ones that didn't want to necessarily become part of the thing then, is what I'm gonna guess. Okay. Guess we'll just press on without him then, I guess. Research lab it is. Supplies of the hospital have all been transported to the research lab. Head to the lab. Yeah, sure. Yes, I know. Go in the thing and look for the stuff. I got it. This might have been brought to the all been transferred to that lab, which means the drug must be there too. Let's find those drugs and bring them back. We need them and soon. Yeah, I got it. Alright, now let's look at this map again. So, they're way up there. So how do... I have to literally go all the way around? Is that really a thing? Oh, that sucks. There's no other way to... Oh. So, no other way to sneak in here, huh? Say, where did that put me? Okay. And around. I would hate to try to drag any, like, prisoners or whatever out of here. This seemed like a real pain. See, there would be a doctor that would be nice to have, but I am not trying to drag him all the way back around. This would seem like a nightmare. Oh, shut up.
What happened? HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Didn't realize that... What? Get your ankle. No place to hide. Okay. Didn't realize that the scientists could tip everybody off like that either. So, well, now I know. Oh, you're kidding, right? No. This... the circle and X being... backwards to me. And I hate that. It drives me nuts. Again, trying to, like, walk around as that other soldier... I thought was going to have so many more benefits to it.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
And I feel like it doesn't have... It just doesn't seem to work and have as many benefits as I was assuming it would. Like, in my mind, it's like, okay, he's one of these soldiers. And he's supposed to be walking around here. Like, unless he's got a completely different uniform or something like that, which they all seem the same. I don't know how in-depth they could have got on this, portable title with that kind of stuff, but, like, he just looks like looks all the same. So, how is the scientist going to be able to, like, just pick me out like that when the guy's wearing a mask just like that and just alert everybody? Like, I guess I should just assume no matter whether I'm playing as Snake or like this enemy soldier or whatever, that I should just assume that it's not gonna work the way that I thought it would. Apparently.
Huh?
See? That guy again. Are you serious? Alright, well, we got lasers there. Oh, no, not lasers. This is where I'm supposed to go. Okay. That keeps throwing me off, too, because they look like they're the infrared lasers.
What's his status?
We're currently reinitializing his memory and readjusting his sensory nerves in the culture tank. By my estimate, it'll take another 12 hours, at least.
Half a day? He has to be readjusted after each deployment. Not much better than a prototype, a test subject.
My apologies, sir. The culture fluid takes time to prepare. With such limited equipment and personnel, readjusting Null isn't...
I know. That's why I brought along a specialist.
The Chief? But...
The escaped prisoners have yet to be found. This could be just the job for our perfect soldier. We'll roll out the tank as soon as the fluid's stabilized. Make all necessary preparations.
Yes, sir.
Commander.
Yes, I know. Cunningham. Don't move.
Huh?
Commander! Lieutenant! Are you all right?
We're fine.
Please forgive me, Commander. Are you hurt?
Don't worry. Fate would never see me hurt. Now, lie still and try not to move. This man needs medical attention. I apologize for any sense of urgency. Please don't think for even a moment that I hold your work, or yourselves, in any but the highest of regards. This facility you are helping to build is absolutely vital to the strong roots of our new nation. But never forget that you, yourselves, are no less valuable a resource to that nation. A nation that will house the mightiest, most capable military ever seen by man. Warriors in their prime. We will end an era that sees soldiers discarded like tools and strike war from the menu of global politics. And it is you, soldiers, military engineers, who are her first citizens. Our nation's riches and its fighting spirit. I only pray that such priceless resources need not be sacrificed in vain.
So that's Jean. That voice. And the premonition. Is that ESP?
Okay. Find the drugs, huh? The hell could they... Wait, that reminds me. You were eavesdropping on Gene and his men just now. Didn't they mention something about a culture tank? I think it might be part of the medical supplies they brought in with the drugs. So, I think the drugs might be stored in the same place as the culture tank. Whatever that is. It's worth checking out. Go look for this machine, this culture tank. It's a special chamber to house it. Maybe? Okay, back here in this. Okay. In this building here. Well, let's see here. I've already used up most of my ammo for that guy. Oh, and I'm way over here now. Okay. To get into this building, yes? He won't look around that corner. Fine. Taking me out that side, which I don't think I want to go. I think I want to go this way. What, here? Maybe up one more. And I'm in. All right, cool.
What is this? It's him.
Who's him?
Who's there? Can't you read the sign? It says do not enter. You.
A kid? What are you doing here?
I'm in charge.
You? In charge?
You there, search upstairs. The rest of you, we'll sweep the prep chamber.
This way, Snake. Hide there, in that locker.
What?
Just do it.
And who the hell are you?
What's going on here? The preparation chamber is for authorized personnel only.
Miss Elisa, are you alone?
Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
No. Is there something wrong?
We received a report that there's an intruder in the lab. Someone also reported seeing a suspicious truck nearby.
Well, there's no one here. Just me. And him. You're disturbing his sleep. I'll have to ask you to leave.
Yes, ma'am.
And who are you and why are
If
you
see the
covering
intruder,
for me?
Please notify us immediately.
Now I've seen it all. A little girl in charge of an outfit like this. Why did you help me?
I don't know. I just got this feeling that I needed
You don't know.
And how do you know my name? Are you with the Fox unit too?
No?
But your uniform... It's not like that. When I saw you at the heliport with Cunningham and the others...
That was my sister.
Sister?
Her name is Ursula. She's the one who's a member of Fox. I'm just a medic.
You're pretty young.
Well, you were out on the battlefield when you were my age, weren't you, Snake? Or should I say, Big Boss? Ursula and I were raised in an East German lab. They sent all the kids with ESP potential there to study them. My powers are pretty weak, but Ursula is different. She's one of the most powerful psychics in all the communist world.
Psychics again.
Through special training, Ursula gained great power, but in doing so lost everything that makes her human. So much so that she can't even talk with me anymore. 4 years ago, Gene took us away from East Germany. He was on a mission from Fox. The CIA wanted to get its hands on ESP from the communist bloc.
And then you joined his little revolution.
Yes, that's right.
So, this is what you were calling the perfect soldier. Does he have ESP too?
No, he's just an ordinary human being. That is, he used to be. He was raised in a special way, under very special conditions, to be a great warrior. He's incapable of emotions, or doubts. He's the ultimate combatant, created with one purpose only, to accomplish the mission. He has no human memories. The only thing he has left are his skills in battle.
No memories?
Each time he completes a mission, he undergoes readjustment. Like this. Inside the culture tank, all 5 senses are shut out completely. Most men would go mad in minutes. Like a baby who's coming into the world for the first time, the perfect soldier's sensors are honed to a razor sharpness. He can read the enemy's movements and learn them faster than any normal person ever could.
What kind of person could endure that kind of extreme training?
Nobody, of course. The Perfect Soldier project ended in failure and was abandoned. He
But...
was the only success.
Oh, okay.
That's why they gave him the code name Null. He's a lost number. He has no feelings and no memories. Not even a project number. Don't even think about fighting him. You can't possibly win, Snake.
You could be right about that.
Or you could shoot him now, but you'll have to go through me.
I'm no assassin. Shooting a soldier with their guard down isn't my style.
Like we did at the end?
You're a good man, Snake. I knew you were. Here, take this. It's a drug for treating chloroquine-resistant malaria.
How'd you know?
ESP, Snake? Hello? Have you missed that whole thing?
It's time. Bring the tank out. I trust the readjustments are complete.
Sorry, it'll just be a little longer.
I'll send a man in to meet you. Hurry it up.
You can get outside through here. Head for the harbor. You'll find what you're looking for there.
You must be psychic or something.
One last thing, Snake. If you find Ursula in front of you, don't hesitate. Shoot her.
Shoot your sister?
If you can't do that, you're already dead.
All right, next time, let's try for a more upbeat prophecy.
Let's not try to get so dark right from the beginning, huh? Alright. My fever's all gone now. Looks like those drugs you got from the girl really work. I gave some to all of the men. All 4 of us? Don't have to worry about losing our entire unit anymore. Now what? find what we're looking for. At least that's what Alyssa said. There's only no idea where that is. Seems we need to do some more recon. Got a minute? I got a plan. A plan? What kind of plan? We can get all the new recruits we want, but unless we use them, they're just going to be sitting there. And that, if I may be frank, is a waste. Defeats the whole purpose. So what I was thinking was we could pick a few of them, set up a spy unit to key points in the peninsula. I've been stationed here for a while. A pretty good idea how and where to lie low. Make pretty good intelligence collectors too. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to want a broader picture of what's going on around the peninsula in order to accomplish your mission. So what do you think? Spies, huh? Sure has a point. Right now, so a few dozen yards around our truck, figure out why Fox rebelled like this. We're just dreaming. We're crazy. Sending some of our men out to gather intel is a great idea. Your plan. We'll start forming a spy unit right away. Spy unit, spy slate, Putting free soldier in a sneaking unit, you'll be putting them into spy unit. A spy unit for each location you want to. Just let them do their thing. Go out and collect intel. Send location, report the results back to you. Report briefing. Got it, I'll try it, but we don't have enough men to send them out willy-nilly. Here's where we should start. Well, we do need to find a route to the harbor. Send a unit out to the supply depot. Store all the cargo they unload at the harbor. This clue as to how to locate the harbor for new recruits. Successfully persuaded the prisoner Seagull has joined your squad. New recruit Delivery Man. Your choice. A hell of a lot easier. Delivery Man career. Items, equipment you pick up during the mission can be sent straight back to the truck. Press circle during your mission to open the equip menu or equip window. At that window, slide it under transport mode. Use the directional buttons to choose items you want to send back to the truck when you're out collecting items. And don't forget, if you simply want to drop an item, press L instead of your teammates' careers by good lord. Status screens or manage menu. Your careers out there like rescuer and delivery man. Put together your units. Holy crap. Okay, so after a little while, this guy... So he's a delivery man. Rescuer for a sneaking unit. So I don't have anybody for a spy unit. What if I do that anyway? Just put him here. And just see what happens. I guess. I don't know. So that at least tells me that even if I get guys that don't necessarily want to be part of the thing, like they might eventually turn then? Is what it seems like. Oh. No, that I didn't realize that all has to do with. Yeah, we don't care about any of that. All right, you know what? Let's go back to the prison. Briefing menu. For now, let's try sending a unit out of the supply depot. Yeah. I know. I need to get more people, but see, and already I feel like my progress is being stunted because I need this, that, and whatever, and that's already annoying. So let's see if we can get a couple guys, I guess. Med kits. Wasn't there a guy over here before? No. Apparently not. So yeah, they're all over here. She doesn't want to look around the damn corner.
What was that? Who's that?
Who's who? I didn't even see you.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. Enemy sighted.
Oh,
Requesting
good
backup.
grief.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
The enemy's here!
Again, that also didn't work the way I
This is HQ.
anticipated.
This is patrol. We've lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Like the dude caught me, but he didn't even walk around the corner to actually even see me. So, like, how does that make any sense? Somebody making a lot of noise. Gotta be up there in that little room.
HQ,
This is HQ.
this is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to your position.
Alright, well, so much for that. I take this guy. No, this camera. Oh, this camera. Wow, what a pain to have to drag somebody all the way back to the truck every time. And, like, this is one of the main things about this, is having to recruit a bunch of people. Like, that's just extremely annoying. Alright, so there's one. There's one for whatever it's worth. Alright, might as well see if I can get a couple of them, huh? Oh, I can't get that guy from around there, can I? I don't think so. So that's kind of pointless, right?
Huh? Who's that?
Night, night. Say, come on, pick him up. I'm gonna drag him all the way the hell over here. So what a pain in the ass this is. I know he said something about, like, switching out between people, but when the other guy is all the way back by the truck, well, that doesn't do any good. So it's like somebody's going to have to drag the guy all the way back to the truck regardless. So, like, just what a pain. Alright, here's another one. Yep, give me that. See, how many more can we get? Stay around this outside perimeter, see if we can kind of scope somebody out here. I'll take this, whatever this was. That's rations. See, this person I'm looking for that I'm hearing, are they upstairs or what? Must be upstairs. I'm going to assume. Some ammo. That is not a door.
What the? HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Really? Okay. What's going on with this controls here? Something I feel like should be so simple, and I'm making it much more complicated. All right, go away.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is Patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to your position.
All right, wait for everybody to kind of get resituated here. A lot of noise going on right here. A A lot of noise everywhere at the moment. Oh, hell. Good night. Alright, so where am I in the grand scheme of things? Can I just go out here? I can, but is there... Yeah, there's not any stairs or nothing there, so we're gonna have to go do this the long way around. And this will be the last guy we take for now. We can get him back to the truck without too many more problems. I feel like most of the entire playthrough would just be this. And that's very irritating. Come on. Let's go. So hopefully that little knockout dart is pretty powerful, because we got to drag the guy 3 miles. All right, there's another one. Now, do I just abort mission now? Because, like, I have people. So I can't get in the truck, right? So, did I just do, if I abort mission, do I get to keep those people? Or do I sacrifice that and that was for nothing? I guess we'll find out. Or is it arrived from the spy unit? Well, something's still happening. Received an intel report from the spy unit we just dispatched. They seem to know what they're doing. By selecting a report from the briefing menu, go ahead, take a look at it. I will in a moment. Manage. Yeah, see, so I got 3 new prisoners. So we give it some time, and we might have these 3 guys that we can do something with. Right? Should be how that works. See, this got to be for a spy unit, and another one for the sneaking unit. So, in theory, that's how that should start working. If all goes alright. We have nobody for medical or nothing like that. Alright, Seagull. What did you find? Alright. Map procurement. Sources indicate that a map detailing cargo shipment routes is located inside a warehouse in the supply depot. The warehouse is located behind a large building. Intel suggests that the map is available for procurement at any time. According to the report, there's a map of the supply. Deliver supplies. How they get supplies unloaded at the harbor to the depot, which means it also shows how to get from the depot to the harbor. So what do we do now? So what do you think? We're heading for the supply depot. Roger that. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing. Mainly to store supplies unloaded at the harbor. Map somewhere to show you, huh? We already discussed all of that, Campbell. The other way around, it should take us straight to the harbor. A map how to get to the harbor. Okay. Sure. What? Very likely there's a map showing. Search of the city, taking care not to be seen by the enemy and finding that map. Yeah, we've already discussed all of that. Thank you very much. So there's my other guy. Of course, it's all the way at the back of the thing. Menu's full. It's fine. Whoops. Night, night. Guess who's coming back to the truck? Guess who's going for a ride? So you just kind of stay out of sight, keep away from other people. And we got to kind of go the long way around. Last thing we want to do is be seen. So I'm just straight up taking everybody. You know, they'll all see it my way eventually. Alright, so here's one more. There you go. Quietly and easy does it and all that. Alright, so we gotta somehow find a way in here.
HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol.
Get
The enemy is
up,
attacking
Snake,
from an
you
unknown
idiot.
position.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
What the?
You saw nothing.
Nothing here.
But if nothing else, it gives me a way to get in. Gives me a way to get in. Just smash a window and say, they're not gonna be able to replace that window in, you know, the next 5 minutes or nothing. It's fine. It's cool.
What's that?
Night, night. Night, night. Good night.
Just my imagination.
Yep. Say, don't mind me. Just gonna be taking half your friends for a ride. Just plug them one at a time. Alright, there we go. There's another one. Yep, night night. Another one sleeping there now. Just start taking everybody. I keep hearing a door open. There's obviously some more people still around. And I kind of wish I knew where. I'm going to have to wrap this up here shortly. I might not be able to bring all these guys back, but hey. There's another one. There's one I snagged that's on the other side of this. Should be right around here. Yeah. Can I just, like, pull you off the side of the thing? No. That does not work. Although that does. Just knock you back out right quick. I guess dropping him off the edge of a little cliff might wake him up right quick. Put him back asleep, but it's alright. Guy's having a rough day. He'll wake up from all this thinking it was all a bad dream. Alright, now that we've recruited like another 3 or 4 guys out of this whole thing. Or at least imprisoned them. Whatever. Let's actually go after what we're supposed to be here for. Which this all started over here. And jumping through the window. That's how that started. Anything here for me? It sounds like someone's there and I can't really tell. I also don't know if this is on a first or second floor. But I can just move my position by switching to Jonathan, though. So do this. And now all of a sudden I am in a different spot. spot. So you know what? We're also going to try the stairs. That just kind of makes sense that it would be up on a second floor. No? Because now the X is gone. So that must not be the case. Whatever it is must be down here. Actually, now I'm going away from... Ah. Uh-huh. That must be what I'm after? Medical kits, well, we want those. Okay, nobody around there. So that's the thing that I want? Okay. Okay, mission complete. Get your ass out of there. All right, we're good. We recruited we captured a bunch of guys and found our map. So, yeah, I definitely can say mission accomplished. That probably, maybe with the exception of like the very, very beginning, that might have been the kind of the smoothest thing that I've done so far. There's a lot of peninsula. Location of the town, the rail bridge, the Soviet security base, and the harbor. So we suspect the map shows precise routes to and from the supply depot. So it's worth the trouble after all. I'll say, now all we have to do is head straight for the harbor. At least, I wish it were that simple, because of course it's not. We can't just go there. Why? What's the problem? To get to the harbor, we have to pass over the rail bridge. But that bridge has been closed off and turned into a checkpoint. And how do you know that? So I went to the map list, the rotation schedule for the soldiers manning the checkpoint. Checkpoint, huh? That could be trouble. There's a way to get around it. So you can see from the map the eastern half of the peninsula is divided from the western half by a river. If we want to get to the harbor by truck, the only way is to cross over that rail bridge. Are we cut off from the harbor? We can't get to the east side of the peninsula at all. So we're going to break through the checkpoints. I can't say for sure without actually scouting the place, but I'll bet the checkpoint will be heavily guarded. Busting our way through probably isn't an option. Damn! At any rate, let's start getting a feel for the situation at the bridge checkpoint. Getting through. Report from the spy unit. Scorpion found. Sources indicate that there is a scorpion stored inside the supply depot. Says that it is available for procurement at any time. Okay. Yeah, we got all these guys that hopefully we'll be able to do something with at some point. Stamina's garbage. So... I might have time for maybe one more. And then there's the town. across the rail bridge, but the bridge is closed by a checkpoint. This isn't going to be easy. The bridge and see a checkpoint for ourselves. Well, let's take a look. See what we see. Situation. These soldiers are deployed there, and whether there are barricades or other heavy defense in place. All these things, if they're going to cross over the other side, proceed to a position from where you can observe the bridge. Good luck. And where in the hell might that be? Right over yonder. Whoops. Again, I'm hitting circle. Oh, hold on. This actually might not be bad to have this guy instead. Maybe. I'm constantly hitting wrong buttons here. Oh. Well, that was hard. Oh, boy. No, that looks, yeah, that looks like straight up roadblock. So, that's not happening. It's completely blocked by trucks. Great. Just what we needed. Alright, that's enough for now. Head back to the truck. Think of another way. Yeah, so much for that. Alright, what next? Using those trucks as roadblocks. Based on the supplements for the checkpoint, it looks like security on the bridge is as tight as a noose. I'm talking tight, meaning there's almost no way we'll be able to sneak across. The idea, Snake. We lack the manpower to take them head on and break through. Sneaking through seems out of the question. Figure out some other way to thin out their numbers. A diversion? Exactly. And create some commotion by blowing up an enemy facility or a prominent landmark that'll send in reinforcements to deal with the situation. Looks like they've got a relatively large force deploying on the bridge. I'm thinking first place they'd pull people from. Let's figure out what we should blow sky high. Best to take out key enemy facilities or places with things that look susceptible to demolition. Where do we start? Spy units for, isn't it? You're catching on, Snake. Let's deploy our spy unit right away. But where to send spies? Well, that's up to you, big boss. Also need some TNT. So the supply depot and other likely places are bound to have some. With TNT myself. Let's get prepped for Operation Diversion. Say the prisoner Octopus has joined the squad. Lizard has joined the squad. Dalmatian has joined the squad. Koala has joined the squad. Bring pet, how many comrades can you seek QC? Explain quarters combat. Okay. At the brief menu, play close to skill rank of your comrades. Manage the knife icon. Extremely high. Can't use the stagger technique and you can only grab and throw opponents from behind. letting me see any C-rank soldier trying to use CQC techniques. They'll get their asses handed to them. Well, we got some people now. So, first off, yep, you should be in the sneaking area. Sneaking unit. Seagull. Octopus. Whoops. Oh, the tech unit. Cool. All right. Lizard spy. Okay. Hospital, research lab, town, rail bridge. Kind of looked like we're gonna blow something up. Should it be at the rail bridge? But the town was nearby, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe place lizard there. Dalmatian. Could be in tech, could be in sneaking. So koala, you should be in tech. Couple tech guys. Dalmatian. So what you're gonna do then is we will have you maybe scout out something rail bridge. We'll do that. I don't know if that's a good idea or what, but that's what we're gonna go with. No new reports. Still got 3 prisoners. All right. I'm going to save it here. And try to remember where I was and what I was doing tomorrow night, because I'm at that about 3.5 hour mark, and I don't want to try to get into something that's going to be lengthy at this point. So yeah, we're gonna call it here for the night, but not sure really how I'm feeling about this one yet. I'm not over the moon about it, let me put it that way. I don't care for this mission select of going from place to place like this. I don't particularly care for having to recruit all these people for all these different things. I can see how, like, getting into this for somebody that might like this sort of thing, and how they might be able to, you know, these recruits be able to tell you where things are and you know, help you with this, that, and the other, and like, okay, there's a scorpion at the one place. Okay, I could look for that. That might be beneficial. That might work out. But I don't know. Again, it just seems overly complicated. Now, obviously, part of this might be just the hardware limitations. Like, only being able to have 4 things in your inventory, like, per character at a time, that's irritating as hell to me. But that may have something to do with the hardware limitations, to where they can only do so many, and like, well, you can pick up all this other stuff, but you're gonna have to store it like this. And I don't know how much of this was workarounds for the hardware limitations and how much of it was just by design. Just going in, I don't know. I'll never know for sure, but I don't know. Luckily, it seems like the different areas that you can go to are not really all that big, and I suppose that's another part of it, as far as the way this is designed. And being that I believe this one came out before Peace Walker, I'm most certain on that. This, again, may have been a hardware thing where they had to split things up like this, and went, you know what? This is actually an interesting way of going about doing things. So let's adopt that into some of the later releases. You know, hence Peace Walker and some of that format for like MGS5. It's like it all kind of, some of that seems like it may have started here for specific reasons, and then it just kind of kept getting included into, you know, future releases in the series. So I don't know. I again, that's all just speculation on my part. But again, I'm gonna call it here. So we busted out of the prison, basically. Met up with Campbell, which that's a neat thing. Started recruiting some guys. We know that the perfect soldier, Null, is in some pod somewhere. We know that the main guy, now I don't remember his name. Damn. I forgot his name already. Anyways, like, so the Fox unit is, you know, this is interesting because it sounds like this guy, I want to call him Greg, and I don't know why. He's Greg now. This leader of this Fox unit sounds like he wants to create, you know, this like soldier nation free from it. It seems like he was trying to do a certain thing, and then what we know from later on with Big Boss, it's like, what did he do? He didn't even have that original idea for himself. What did he do? Steal it from this guy? But either way, we're just gonna have to keep going and you know, find out. And again, that may have been one of these things that might have been retconned too later on. That might be one of these grain of salt things where that's the idea. Like maybe this all kind of started out with Outer Heaven and everything with this, and seeing this guy doing stuff, and Snake having to then recruit people on his own to combat that. Maybe that's one of the things that sticks. Maybe it's one thing that doesn't. Who knows? I guess we'll just see as we continue, not only along with this game, but with this series overall. So, shout out to JCR Charlie for stopping by, chatting for a little while, and for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. And with that, I will be back tomorrow night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Start Time, as always, for part 2 of a full playthrough, my first ever full playthrough of MGS Portable Ops on the PSP. So until then, I will see y'all tomorrow night.